The text arrived as I finished the last page of a tech acquisition. December 22nd. Tessa, about Christmas. Gavin is bringing his new fiancée. She's a TV anchor. We think it's best if you sit this one out. You understand, right? Love, Mom. I stared, then let my face settle into calm. Exile, neatly wrapped. Maris, my assistant, entered with a folder. Hart and Pierce sent the final partnership contract. They want your signature tonight, so tomorrow's ceremony stays on schedule. My father's logo gleamed on the cover. I remembered our Minnesota farmhouse, his voice booming that I was selfish for refusing the role he'd picked. Gavin had laughed, "She'll crawl back." I never did. I came to Chicago with a laptop and built Riven Bridge Strategies into a firm that moved decisions from the shadows. In business, I used my mother's maiden name, Rowe, so Hart and Pierce could chase Riven Bridge without realizing they were courting their discarded daughter. My inbox chimed. Gavin, Mom's just managing appearances with Sloan. It's cleaner if you're not there. Once you're established, I glanced at the deal value on the cover sheet. 7 figures. Their lifeline. Maris lifted her tablet. Your father's calling. I answered. Tessa Rose speaking. My father appeared on screen, cheerful and formal. Everything's set for tomorrow, right? This alliance is vital to our future. It is, I said, which is why I need the whole family present. You, Mom, Gavin, and his fiancé, all your children. A beat. Tessa isn't really involved. All, I repeated and ended the call. Maris watched me. Should I prep the executive room? Yes, I said, and book photographers. Tomorrow they'd arrive to meet a stranger. I planned to introduce myself. By 6 a.m. the room was staged. Orchids lashed the lake below a cold sheet. I wore a charcoal suit and my grandmother's gold watch. Proof that at least one person had believed me. Maris said, Your family arrived. Let them wait quietly. I let 20 minutes burn, then rode my private elevator up. Mom texted, Where are you? This is critical. Don't embarrass us. Through the glass, I saw them. My father pacing, my mother tugging Gavin's tie straight, Gavin's fiancée, Sloan, holding her broadcast smile. Our guests hovered over the contracts. Maris opened the doors. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Tessa Rowe, CEO of Riven Bridge Strategies. Silence. Then my mother's flute slipped and shattered, bright shards skating across the table. My father stared as if the floor had shifted. Gavin went still. I took the head seat. Good morning. This is a stunt, my father rasped. You don't run anything. I slid a folder across the walnut. These filings say I run the firm you've been courting. Someone asked tight, Are we signing? We're revising, I said, and lit the wall screen. Mom's message appeared. Sit this one out. Then Gavin's, cleaner this way. Then my father's cheery email about the ceremony. Maris set new contracts in front of them. My father flipped pages, hands trembling. These aren't the terms. They're mine, I said. Take them or walk. He swallowed. We're family. Yesterday I wasn't, I said, and stood. The partnership is off. Riven Bridge will acquire Mirage directly, and Hart and Pierce won't touch Europe. My mother whispered, My name. I didn't look back. I left while my phone began to scream with calls I had no intention of answering. The fallout hit before my elevator reached the lobby. Maris had alerts stacked on my phone. The photographer's shots were already everywhere. Me at the head of the table, my father blanching, my mother's flute in pieces. Investors fear surprise, and I'd served it. I ignored the calls for days. On the 4th, Gavin appeared downstairs, tie loose, eyes tired. In my office, he didn't posture. He just stared at the skyline like it belonged to someone else. Sloan left, he said. Her agent says this story doesn't fit her brand. He swallowed. And I keep hearing my text, cleaner like you were clutter. The word burned. I'm not asking you to fix them, he said. I'm asking what fixing me would take. Tell the truth when they edit it, I said, in rooms where it costs you. He nodded, tears finally breaking through. I can. My parents arrived minutes later, escorted by security, smaller than memory. Mom reached for my wrist, my grandmother's watch catching the light like it could rewind us. I stepped back. We see you now, she whispered. You see the headline, I said. There's a difference. My father's jaw worked, pride collapsing into something close to shame. I signed one document, Rivenbridge's acquisition of Mirage, and handed it to Maris. Please see them out. That night, I ate Christmas dinner at my friend Celeste's apartment, laughing over burnt pie and cheap sparkling wine. When my phone buzzed, "Come home," I looked at my watch and let the minute pass. Outside, the city kept glittering, indifferent, bright. Anyway, power isn't an invitation. It's a door I learned to build, then choose when to